Okay, today is February the 5th. It's Super Bowl Sunday. A little afternoon, so we're going to get this done and get ready to go to the Super Bowl party. The house looks a little different right now. Got a roof line on it. A little more destruction up front. Starting to dry out. It's been very wet for the last couple of days, kind of chilly, so we're hoping for good weather this week. Okay, elevator shaft. It's about 3/4 of the way up. Roof and cornice are on. The area that's missing is going to be pitched slightly more shallow than the balance of the roof. Reason being so we can protrude out, catch the elevator shaft, the stairwell. We got a little awning type roof sitting on an LDL that will cover the entrance. You can see that we've taken the siding off of the garage in preparation for sheathing and rock work. We'll obviously have some concrete being poured here shortly, and we will pour a rock ledge so that this entire side of the house can be rocked right up to the eave. We're going to do a concrete sidewalk when we're done with the surrounding area. What we've got to do is contour the front yard to encourage drainage away from the house. What we're going to do here is have we'll put a lot of joints in the concrete, some 1.5 inch joints to get a little more of a stepping stone look, but smooth enough to handle carts, wheelchairs, and so forth. So all this will get repoured before too long. This is the form work for the stairs, the stem wall. And then you can actually see form work for the stairs themselves. Once we get this concrete poured, we're going to be able to start talking to the steel worker, start building the monostringer stairs that will take us up all the way. But starting to give you a feel for this space. This is where the front door, the front gate will go. It's a little more open than I thought it might be. I'm glad. I was a little concerned it might feel tight, but it feels pretty good. Not a lot of work has gone on inside these areas. Focus has been getting the house ready to be dried in. The windows are due here, in a week or so. That will be welcome. We can get that closed up. We've got a call into the roofer to protect the decking. Not quite ready for the elevator yet, but that should be coming fairly soon as well. Got our chase here. That's how we're going to get utilities in and out of the house. This chase goes all the way up so that the various trades can distribute their utilities easily. Not a lot of work down here, with the exception of the protection of the steel, the treating of the steel. I don't know how much you can see with this camera work, but I'm standing under a beam that's been completed. What we're doing is we're using OSPO to knock off the current coating and neutralize any rust, and Penetrol to go ahead and seal it and give it a little bit of a sheen. So what we're going to end up with is kind of a raw steel but protected. The flooring down here will get a similar treatment where, you know, there will be scars showing through, but it'll generally have a dark color, tell part of the story, but it will be smooth. It'll be perfectly serviceable. Let's go upstairs for a minute. All right, you can tell the sheathing is on. Roof is basically on. I think we're going to get started painting this week on the soffit and the fascia. It'll all be dark. Pam's window to her office. Step up into the house, the living area. You can now kind of see the effect of the windows. There'll be mold in the middle, kind of double windows. Exquisite view. Just seems to get better and better. With the roof, you get a feeling now of the ceiling height. It's 10 feet. It's getting a little cozier. Doesn't feel quite so wide open. But the rooms feel very ample. Going into details now on closets and shelving, and got the plumber starting tomorrow. Mechanical folks probably starting this week. Electrical thereafter. Ordering our doors. Ordering the tracks for the sliding walls. Kind of getting ready to go into high gear here. Feeling good. We're going to hang that large piece of cypress up here in the ceiling with a similar piece here in the floor. And then at the end of it, we're going to have a return air grill that is going to be made by our woodworker. You can kind of see we've got some blocking, and then within the trusses up there, we've got room for air conditioning equipment. Not a lot, but we got it. So we'll get him in there and make sure he can work with all that. Anxious to get that nailed down, because the more things we get nailed down now, the quicker we can move forward with everything else. And just eliminate variables and keep going. This is the pantry. It's going to be lovely. The attic's not going to be used for anything but routing utilities and the air conditioning equipment. That's about it. It's really too shallow to do much with. Don't think we'll go down by the creek today. A little bit short on time. But hopefully next time we do this, it'll look a little more finished. Windows will be in. Feel a little more enclosed. Maybe we got some electrical boxes, maybe some plumbing stubs. Then we'll take a trip down by the creek and look back up, because it does look pretty cool. It's the roof line, even though it's a shallow pitched roof, looks very elegant. A higher pitched roof, I think, would have looked a little too extreme. So we're feeling good about the design, all the decisions. Getting a little more anxious to move forward. So with that, I think we'll call it a day. Wrap up a little more work. Work toward a Super Bowl evening, gathering with friends. back here tomorrow to meet the trades, schedule out the work, and make a lot of progress. So, till next time.